I love my Ang Mo Kio. But however, because Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong is here, everyone voted for him for his face value. Why? Singaporeans are very kind soul. If you do not vote for Lee Hsien Loong, next day we do not have Prime Minister how? That is always at the back of your mind. I can understand that. I can understand that. But now that he is no longer the Prime Minister, do you still want to vote for him? Or you vote for change? Lee Hsien Loong have done great disservice to our country. I will tell you why. When he took over in 2004, what kicks in? Any idea? The Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement, which we call CECA, that we have signed with India. What does this CECA all about? Is it just a trade agreement? Yes, primarily it's a trade agreement. But in economics, trade theory, trade comes with trade of services, goods and services, capital movement, that means investment. You allow us to invest in your banks, right? And we allow you to invest in our banks. That's how it works. And the third one is labor.
In our manifesto, we urge that all HR to be employed must be born and bred Singaporeans. It is very important why we say born and bred, because we happen to have citizens overnight. But does that make you a Singaporean? No. Speaking of leave, according to MOM, a work permit holder has 7 days of annual leave. How is it that the work permit holder and a Singaporean like you have the same amount of leave of 7 days? Is it enough? Singaporeans have been 7 days of annual leave since the independence in 1965. The question is, did anyone overlook this, or did everyone look away from this? Our degree holders once graduated, and after paying huge sums for their degrees, after taking loans, it is truly madness if you want them to accept a $2,500 salary. You know why? Because the Malaysian security guard at the same company is earning more than them.
The next thing I will want to touch on is with regards to foreign landlords. We are going back to a feudal system. You either own the land, you rent it out, and you collect money, or you work hard to pay your landlord. Who are our new landlords? At first they come and buy our residential properties, and then with the stamp duties they went to buy commercial properties, and then they rent out to our local hawkers or some foreign hawkers also, and they are free to increase the rent. I think the government should have some form of land control to cap or to monitor the increase in rental, so that our food prices or our shopping or our items, our commercial items, the price will not be so high.
The young people feel that there's nothing they can do about the situation in Singapore. And that is tragic. It's tragic because if we as young people can't take responsibility for this place that we call our home, then who else is going to do it? No one else is going to do it. Not the people from overseas who come here to work. Not our parents who are already done their duty. Us, we have to do it. And if we don't, then someone else who's not from here, who didn't work for this place, someone else will do it. Is that what you want? No. Good. So the thing that I want to leave all of you with is one word: values. Values and beliefs are what the nation and the governance is built on. What do I mean? all of the policy, any policy, comes from the values that the government holds. So you need to ask yourself, when you vote, what are your values? And what are the values of the people you are voting for? You just look one time across what is in Singapore today. And I use the vaccine mandate, the Infectious Disease Act, as a prime example of the attitude that the PAP has towards Singaporeans, the citizens. It is one that sacrifices the individual for the sake of the state.